Hello and welcome to Brick Check. Today I have just seen the release from Promo Bricks and the Instagram account 1414 Falcon Fan. They just released a list of the upcoming Series 23 September release for the minifigures. Now this is going to be an anniversary for LEGO. However, based on the list, you may be disappointed, you may be surprised. Let's just go down the list and see what your guys' thoughts are. Comment them down below. I have a few that I do want to get, and although I'm not really stuck on getting every single figure in the series, I typically just either grab a few packs here and there and see what I get, or I'll just buy the figures that I would like to add to my collection. But starting up, number one, we have a person in a gray knight armor with gold visor, gold sword, printed shield, and printed base breastplate, mind me, each with the classic castle logo from the yellow castle and a white hobby horse. Now, I feel like this is a good start. I like where this is going. I don't know. I'm really into the castle stuff and I feel like they just haven't done enough of it. So I feel like this is a good start to the series. The second figure is a woman in the green dragon costume with the familiar dragon headpiece and printed feet. I mean, I like dragons, but we'll have to see how it looks. Number three is the girl in a fairy costume with a white crown, trans pink wings, skirt, and candy cane printed feet. Now, I don't know, it seems like these figures so far haven't been that bad. I feel like they all have some possible opportunity for some good prints and some new pieces, but we'll have to see. Number four is a woman in a reindeer costume with a gift box, printed heart, and printed feet. So this one doesn't really do anything for me. I'm just not really interested in it. Number five is going to be a man in a Red Nutcracker Soldier costume with a new hat, hair combo, gold saber, and white/black printed dual molded legs. Now, I don't know really, I mean, it's only two that I've read so far on this list, but I'm not really a fan of like Christmas or just like holiday in general figures. I just typically like stuff that is just kind of random. I mean, I don't know, just kind of random stuff. And I've noticed a pattern. Now, the reason I'm really talking about this is because the sixth figure is also a person in a snowman costume with a new head mold, hat, and broom. I don't know why. I mean, obviously it's winter time, so they're probably trying to do some winter themed figures. However, I'm just not really into that. I would buy the advent calendar or some sort of like Target exclusive winter set if I wanted those figures. I feel like the series minifigures are a good opportunity to introduce new figures that probably wouldn't be in sets. So I'm not really a fan of this middle section of the release names of the figures. Now, number seven is going to be a woman in a blue robot costume with scissors and an information board, a dual molded leg in blue and orange, and printed feet. Now, we've already seen a robot before, I believe at least one. And blue is my favorite color, so I'll have to see what it looks like. But again, it's not really giving too much. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not really something I'm looking forward to. Number eight is a boy in a popcorn cup costume. This one intrigues me a little bit. I think it'd be a nice addition to add to maybe some city sets, maybe like a fair or maybe some mock that you have. It is interesting that they say a boy because that would mean that the figure is, going to be smaller than the normal sized figures. I'll have to see if it is a boy or if it's a full-grown figure. But that one intrigues me a little bit. It's something a little bit different. Number nine is a man in a captain/ship costume with captain's hat and new ship mold that is attached between torso and legs. Now, obviously, again, it's like the castle theme and the ship type of themes that really intrigue me, or I guess I feel like intrigue the general population because there just aren't many sets and they haven't put out any new sets in those categories in a very long time. I mean, recently, there's some castle stuff, but it's just, I feel like a theme that really could thrive if they put out more sets, but they don't. So I feel like these figures being in here makes sense. Number 10 is a man in a turkey costume with a new head and tailpiece, spring arms, and dual molded legs in brown, red, plus a pumpkin. The pumpkin isn't something new, more than likely. I doubt it's a new molded pumpkin. And I don't remember if there was a turkey before. Maybe it was a chicken that I'm thinking of, but I don't know. It's just not really something that I'm looking forward to. Again, they're kind of doing like I feel like they're putting a lot of almost like holiday themed figures in this series. So like the, you know, turkey is kind of supposed to be like Thanksgiving, maybe. I'm just not really into it. Number 11, again, is a girl in an elf costume with printed legs and a snow globe. So again, this winter theme, they really just took over the series with all of these winter themed figures, and I'm just not a fan. And number 12 is a man in a wolf costume with dual molded legs and a sack, which I feel like is gonna look pretty similar to the person in the raccoon costume that also had a sack in the last series. But I don't know, we'll have to see. I feel like personally, there are a few figures that I would like to accumulate, get into my collection from this series. However, I feel like this was kind of a total flop. They don't release these series, you know, every single month. It's about every 6 months 3 to 6 months, depending if they do a special series, which again, I'm not really a fan of. But I feel like this is definitely an opportunity, especially because it is an anniversary for LEGO, that they could have done some really interesting pieces and figures. But from the list here, it's not really looking like that. So let me know what you think in the comments below, what figures you would be interested in getting. And besides that, I will see you with the next video. Goodbye.